Hi guys, it's me again, just doing another update for you. I'm a bit late with it this time. I'm 33 weeks and about 4 days along. Last week I was up and down between here and my mum, so I just forgot to do a video update for you. There's nothing particular to report, so I just thought I'd make this a reasonably quick video and just a general one just about progress and how I've been feeling, to be honest. It gives me something to do as well, because you kind of go beside yourself sat in the house all day on your own, or with two cats as I've got. So yeah, basically I've up until Tuesday last week I'd had a really good 3 weeks where I was feeling queasy rather than really sick, which for me is that is a good period of 3 weeks. If I feel queasy rather than sick, that's really good for me. I'd been keeping more food down. I'd actually eaten normal meals, just on a much smaller scale. So for me, that was just amazing. And I was feeling much more positive for those 3 weeks. So on the Tuesday of my growth scan, I was feeling pretty good. When the nurse was saying, "How you doing?" I was like, "I'm okay," rather than, which was the usual response. But anyway, the growth scan went really well. He is following his own little curve. He is only little, but that's fine by me. As long as he's growing in the way he should, which he is, everything is perfect. He's just on like the smaller side. He's just under the 25th centile line, so he's fine. He's doing well. I'm measuring smaller than he is, if that makes sense. I'm on the 10th centile line, so I am a smaller pregnant woman than most. But I am not surprised by that in the slightest, because I was 9 stone 7 before I got pregnant and wanted to lose a few pounds. I'm only 5'1", and I'm still only 9 stone now, and I'm 34 weeks on Friday, so I'm still down weight. So I knew that baby and me weren't going to be very big, based on that really. But they're very happy with how he's coming along, so they're happy, I'm happy, which is great. I had to have a consultation after the growth scan where they just chat about the findings, and he was about just under £4 from their guesstimation, judging by the measurements. Excuse me. And she tested my urine, which was the best urine test I think I've ever had. I actually almost filled a pot for the first time ever. It wasn't as dark as it has been in the past, and I actually had only a trace of glucose in my urine this time, whereas previously I've had at least +1, and that's always been a concern, and that's the reason why I have to finger prick myself every week, and why still to this day midwives are telling me I need to do the GTT test, and I'm just still refusing. Because I'm not diabetic. So yeah, basically that was really positive. So that wasn't even brought up, which was brilliant. That's the first time that's ever happened. The consultant was lovely. She was really positive, rather than the last consultant that I'd seen, who just seemed to be panicking about everything and got me quite anxious. And then obviously I had to have that hospital stay after that consultation, and everything just went pear-shaped. So I was a bit nervous about the consultation, to be honest, but I didn't have to be. She was really nice. She chased up my cardiology appointment for me, and she's managed to book me in as an extra on the 18th of December at the same clinic where I saw her. She said there's like a cardiology maternity clinic joint, and they only do one a month. So she said, obviously, if we did it January, it would be too late. I said, yes, I'm hoping my baby will be here by the next clinic. So she's had to squeeze me in. So I'm in at 9 o'clock in the morning on the 18th of December, and all being well, I'm hoping they say, yep, it's not great, your heart rate is really high, but we're just going to monitor you more closely. I'm hoping I'm not going to have any more tablets, because quite honestly, I feel like I'm a walking pharmacy at the moment with all the pills that are by the side of my bed. So I'm hoping they don't give me anything else, but they might give me beta blockers. I don't know. I will let you know what happens with that. So after the Tuesday, my mum came with me. She came all the way down from Sedbergh to be with me for that, which was great. And then she took me back up to Sedbergh with her, so I spent a few days with her. And unfortunately, my 3-week streak of feeling great ended on the Tuesday evening when I started feeling really sick. And I said, "Oh God, Mum, I feel really sick." She said, "I could tell." She said, your personality just changed. You went a lot quieter." And she said, "And I daren't ask," because I said, "I know when you're like that, that usually it's a sign that you're not feeling very well." So she said, "Well, see what you can do. Stay up for as long as you can, and then just go to bed." She said, "If you feel like you just need to go to bed, just go." So basically, I managed to stay up till about 9, and thought, if I don't go to bed, I could be sick here. So I listened to my body and I went to bed. And unfortunately, for the past week, I have felt really, really sick every day. And on Sunday, I was actually sick for the first time in over 3 weeks, and I was absolutely gutted. It felt like such a setback. I was doing so well. It's the longest stint I've ever been without being sick by a mile. You know, if I could get a few days without being sick a couple of months ago, I was doing really well. So the fact that I was on to 3 weeks was amazing. So I did have a rather big cry to myself on Sunday after I'd thrown up all my lunch. And my husband just sat with me and he was like, "Oh God." So yeah, that was a setback. Monday, which was yesterday, I felt really sick again, but I wasn't sick. And then today I've woken up and sort of gave myself a bit of a talking to and said, you've just got to keep going. You've got less than 7 weeks to go before your due date, and you've just got to keep going. You can do this. So I've got up. I feel sick, but I do feel marginally better than I did yesterday, and I'm gonna just take that and run with it, because for the past 6 days I've felt really terrible. So for me, as just a general rule, first trimester terrible, second trimester terrible, but not as terrible as the first. And then third trimester has been a lot easier, but still very much coming in waves between decent weeks and pretty bad weeks, but by no means the same bad as my first trimester was. That was horrendous. So yeah, I am definitely better in this third trimester, but I'm still coming in and out of bad hyperemesis and not too bad. So yeah, I'm thankful in so many ways, but I was really gutted on Sunday, I'll be honest. It was a proper setback, that. Anyway, there's a couple of things. My mum has given me something that she used to use when she got towards the very end of her pregnancies, because she had hyperemesis with both me and my sister as well. And my sister-in-law has sent me something in the post which is motivational. Because to be quite honest with you, I have been thinking about the birth a bit recently and how unprepared I feel for that. But I'm trying so hard to not be fearful of it. You hear all sorts of horror stories about labour, don't you, and people's trauma stories, and I've just started filtering those out and not listening, telling people I don't want to hear that, not watching videos where people have had bad experiences. I am trying to only think positively about birth and the fact that every contraction I will have will be bringing this baby closer and will be pushing hyperemesis one step further away, which to me is probably going to be the biggest motivational push that I will need to feel that when this baby's out, which is only going to happen with these contractions, hyperemesis will go. And that is what I am telling myself every day, just to try and get myself into a positive mindset about labour as well. I'm excited. I'm really excited to meet this little boy. I cannot wait to not be pregnant. I am exhausted. I'm not sleeping well. The sickness has just killed me. My husband describes me as skin, bone and bump, because I've got like no meat on my bones, but I'm just all bump at the front. and he says he can't wait for this boy to be here and for me to start feeling more like myself. Yes, it's going to be hard to be a mum, and I'm under absolutely no illusions that it's all just going to slip back into the way it was before. It's going to be hard, but I won't be feeling sick, and for that I will be eternally grateful. So my mum, she's given me these. These are very old. These are Russian dolls. I don't know if any of you have seen them before. But basically there used to be 7 dolls in here, so each one is smaller than the other, and they fit inside each other. But when I was little, I used to play with the smallest one, and apparently I've lost it, so there's now only 6. Sorry, Mum. But what my mum did was, when she got to 33 weeks pregnant, she had 7 dolls. She put 7 dolls out on the sides, and each week put a doll back in as a countdown tool. So I've got a little sign which I'm counting down every week. This week it's saying 7, and I look at it every day and think 7 weeks to go, thank God. But this is another countdown tool, she said, that really, really helped her. So as of next week, as of Friday, I'll be able to get them out, because I'll have 6 weeks left, and there's only 6 left because I lost one. So I'm going to put them out. Hopefully my cats won't knock them all over, but that probably will happen. So I'll have to keep putting them back out. And then each week from then, I put one away. So 5 weeks to go, 4 weeks to go. And it was just something, she said, really helped to keep her mind in a positive place in those last few weeks, because it is just a few weeks now. And I keep telling myself that you have survived 8 months, over 8 months, with hyperemesis. And just think how you felt at 8 weeks when you were right at the beginning, and you thought you couldn't cope, and that this was it, and there's no way you could manage. And I have got to 33 weeks pregnant. He is growing. I am doing the best I can for this baby after feeling so horrendous for so long. I should be extremely proud of myself, and I am proud of myself. So these little things, just these little countdowns, are a reminder for me of how far I've come and how little time I've actually got left, which is exciting. So I'll be putting these out next week. I'll probably do an Instagram post about that at some point. And my sister-in-law has very kindly bought me some Yes Mum cards. I don't know if any of you guys have heard these before. I hadn't heard about them before, but they're like affirmation cards where they give you like a positive caption every day, every morning. I'm turning a card over every morning, and I've only had them for 4 days, but I've been doing it every day. So the first one I had was, my baby's birth will be easy because I will be so relaxed. Next one, each surge of my body brings my baby closer to me. My surges cannot be stronger than me because they are me. And then this morning, which I thought was a really good one, it says, I am a strong, capable woman. And I thought that is relevant in both my pregnancy and in my birth for this baby. I have been as strong as I possibly can. Yes, I've had meltdowns, and yes, I've had crying fits, and I've been in really dark times, but I have been as strong as I possibly can be in this pregnancy. And I should be really proud of how far I've come and how I've managed. So yeah, I thought that was a really good one. So it says, I am a strong, capable woman. I'm thinking I should put these up, like get some blue tack and just stick them all around my fireplace. And just say them. You're supposed to say them to yourself every day. When you turn the card over, that is your little affirmation for the day. And you tell yourself, I am a strong, capable woman all the time. Or my surges are only as strong as I am, basically. They're not any stronger than me. Just to put a bit of positivity back into the day. So that's something else, and they come in like a little box. Yes Mum cards. And sometimes it's just a little kick of motivation that you need to get through the day, and it gives you something to tell yourself all day, every day, that you can do this. I can do this. I can. I've got less than 7 weeks to go before the due date, and I'm nearly there. I'm so close now. I'm so ready for him to be here. He can come out anytime he likes. I'm seriously ready. But yeah, so I just thought this video is just a general chat, really, to say that, yeah, hyperemesis, it's still coming and going for me. It's not been the best this week. but I'm hoping for a better week this week coming. Maybe I've had 7 bad days. Perhaps this is the turning point for me. Perhaps I'll start to feel better from today. Perhaps not. But each day I've just got to take one day at a time and just keep plodding on like I have been doing. But these weeks are ticking by. Time does pass. Even though it feels really slow most of the time, time does pass. So yeah, thank you so much for listening again. Sorry it's been just a general chat, nothing particularly groundbreaking. But I will see you again next week, if I can do that. I think next week will be fine. Hopefully. But yeah, all the best to you, and I hope you're all okay. If you are a sufferer and watching this, it will get better, I promise you. It does. You do have better days, you do. You've just got to hold on to them and know that when you have a bad day that you do have better days, and just keep thinking about those, because it will come round. You will be okay. You've got this far, you can go further. So all my love to you, and yeah, just keep going. See you next week.